This is ABC7 News at 6. Your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. Our top story, the Department of Children and Families is now investigating a Sarasota preschool.
According to reports, a 4-year-old child was accidentally left in a vehicle during a field trip. ABC7's Bobeth Yates joins us now with more details on what happened. Bobeth?
Well, the incident happened back on October 14th, and even though the health department's daycare licensing division did investigate, DCF is now looking into the matter.
Where's the checks and the balances within that daycare? Somebody should have recognized that the kid was missing.
Residents all across the Suncoast are asking themselves that very question after a child attending the Kinderhouse preschool was accidentally left in a school vehicle.
We live in Florida where temperatures fluctuate from either warm to extremely hot. And on top of that, if he was unsupervised and he was left to be there all by himself, that's not okay.
According to the incident report from the Florida Department of Health, the students at Kinderhouse preschool were on a field trip last month. But when they arrived to their location, workers forgot a 4-year-old in the car. The child was not hurt but was alone for about 2 hours, the entire length of the field trip. For the past 20 years, 40 Carrots Family Center has been teaching the Suncoast community parenting strategies. Their director, Flora Onick, says implementing small changes could have prevented the incident.
Leave your purse in the back seat where you know you have to leave the car with your own purse.
In addition, Onick suggests engaging child passengers by singing songs. But most importantly, she says when her school goes on field trips, they implement a set of procedures that include a checklist.
The teachers are constantly supervising every single field trip, and we have specific forms when we check that every child is in the car and every child is out of the car.
As for the staff at Kinderhouse Preschool, they declined to comment on the matter, but they have been cited with safety violations and have been ordered to pay a fine of $250, as well as implement a corrective action plan. And those involved have to complete a 2-hour online training course. Still, some parents question if that is enough.
I would not be happy, and there would be a lot of discussions going on all sorts of levels.
We're also told parents with children at the Kinderhouse preschool were given an opportunity to leave the school, but most of them have opted to stay at the school. In the meantime, the school has been suspended from having field trips. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bobeth. The Bradenton man is arrested, accused of making a bomb threat at a church. Manatee County Sheriff's deputies arresting Ethan Cole. Deputies say Cole walked into Mary Magdalene Church around noon today and said if he did not get to talk to the father of the church, a bomb would go off at 6 o'clock tonight. Well, deputies say the church was checked. No explosive was found. Cole was arrested for making a threat.
A mother of 3 students at Gocio Elementary in Sarasota is speaking out after her daughter was served a moldy breakfast. The parent, Faith Lamb, took pictures of moldy bread and jelly that were served in her daughter's free breakfast on Friday. The school district says this is the second issue with these individually packaged jellies in the last week and blamed the manufacturer. The school has since removed the shipment and other moldy items from the kitchen, and the district is alerting all schools to watch out for this brand. But Lamb is upset and says the school's faculty did not share her sense of urgency.
I was just irritated because they didn't seem to care as much as I wanted them to.
From my perspective, this is definitely an isolated incident. Now, we will make sure to communicate with the rest of our staff at other schools to keep an eye out for this item.
The Florida Department of Health Sarasota will conduct an investigation at the elementary school tomorrow in response to this complaint.
Beaches and canals on Longboat Key are a lot cleaner tonight with fewer dead fish. Town officials are aggressively cleaning up the big mess created by red tide. Crews from the town have picked up 55 tons of dead fish over the last few weeks, 44 tons from the beach, 11 from the canals.
We do it with our own forces. We actually scoop the fish in a small boat, and then we deliver those fish to the landfill.
Town officials on Longboat Key say the red tide has dramatically improved and hope better days are ahead for people who live near the canals and the beaches.
And now for a check on our forecast, let's head over to Bob.
You'll have a report on that red tide from the FWC here coming up in a little bit. I know I was out on Siesta Key at the Crystal Classic, which was a great turnout, 35,000 people just from Friday through Sunday showing up for that wonderful event. A little bit of coughing out there and some sneezing as well as a result of that red tide. There are still some areas of high concentrations being reported in near New Pass as well as into parts of Manatee County. Again, we'll go over that in a little bit. Some clouds around right now, even some light rain in the forecast. You can see some of that light rain moving across the state right now associated with the actual cold front, which continues to move slowly to the south right now as it drifts to the south. That cloudiness and light rain activity still occurring now in the parts of Manatee County. Not much in Sarasota at this time, but we could still see some light rain through this evening. And as far as that goes, it looks as though we will see some clearing tomorrow. We'll have much more in our forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. More than 1,000 people on the Suncoast were able to get free health care this weekend, thanks to a clinic put on by the group Remote Area Medical. But hundreds of patients had to be turned away. ABC7's Kate Flexter joins us now to tell us why. Kate.
Thanks, Haley. Organizers tell us they could have seen nearly twice the number of patients as they were able to see if it wasn't for one piece of Florida legislation.
One by one, patients were seen and treated, all free of charge and regardless of insurance, medical background, or citizenship.
I think that they stay awake at night, concerned that they may have a significant medical problem.
Dr. Bill Colgate was one of hundreds who volunteered time and medical expertise.
I think that the most moving aspect for myself, and I think as well as the 400 volunteers, is those that were almost brought to tears by the care they were able to receive without being asked for payment.
But the clinic was still understaffed and organizers were forced to turn patients away, only treating the first 600 people that arrived.
We gave out all the tickets within 20 minutes. So there were people who had come and spent the night with the hopes of being seen that had to be told we just didn't have the capacity. And a lot of them became rightfully very upset about that.
Dr. Richard Connard says that's largely thanks to one Florida law that prohibits out-of-state doctors, dentists, and vision professionals from crossing state lines to treat patients here in Florida.
They make their whole vacation plans around coming and helping. And yes, there was a whole population of professionals who would love to have come.
But Connard is hoping to see a change to that law that would make an exception in the case of free health clinics.
We have to find a way to allow licensed, highly vetted, excellent practitioners to come into our state for a weekend and work with us to take care of this very needy population.
Dr. Connard and his colleagues plan to advocate for a change to that legislation in Tallahassee. Back to you.
All right, Kate, thank you. Sarasota Memorial Hospital is moving forward with plans to open a new destination cancer center. The Sarasota County Public Hospital Board approving the first phase of the facility planning in October, which allocated up to $4 million to begin the design phase, which is now underway. The cancer center will be built on the main campus of the hospital, and SMH says it will offer services ranging from prevention to diagnosis and treatment to follow-up care. SMH officials anticipate it will be complete within 3 to 4 years. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the next White House administration, why some are already questioning Donald Trump's selections.
And long waits at the dreaded DMV may soon come to an end. How technology could make things move a little quicker. That's next.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today at our new kitchen and bath cabinetry locations.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Dotoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
President-elect Donald Trump is starting to reveal who will be involved in his team.
And his first two picks are already falling under scrutiny. First to join the administration, Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus as Chief of Staff. The longtime Washington insider is teaming up with a Washington outsider, Steve Bannon, as chief strategist. He's the recent editor-in-chief of the right-wing news outlet Breitbart. Both the Council on American Islamic Relations and the Anti-Defamation League have denounced his appointment. The Florida Supreme Court Judicial Nominating Commission will interview 11 applicants hoping to replace Justice James E.C. Perry. The 72-year-old is being forced to leave because the state constitution requires justices to retire when they turn 70 years old. Today, the nominating commission unanimously decided to interview all of the applicants for the post on November 28th. The panel will then give Governor Scott a list of 6 names. He must then make a decision before Perry's resignation goes into effect on December 30th.
It's one of those appointments and one of those decisions that a governor makes that does have a lasting effect, oftentimes far outlasting their service in the governor's mansion.
728 in there that.
Based on the resumes, several of the candidates seeking to replace Justice Perry would bring a more conservative approach to the bench.
Throughout the month of November, we're looking at how the Suncoast might change in about 20 years. With constant changes in technology, will there still be a need for the Department of Motor Vehicles? Well, currently in Sarasota County, there's one office for driver's license services only and 4 others for licenses and motor vehicle services. The county tax collector, Barbara Ford Coates, says she expects advances in technology to be key in the direction of the DMV.
I think in 20 years, DMV license plates, driver's license, etc., and many other things will be on our cell phones or whatever we're using at that time, as opposed to what we use today.
Coates says already in some areas across the country, RFID decals are being tested on license plates, which actually broadcasts whether your license plate is expired or not. How about that?
Interesting. And I do think the more and more we do these things, the more they will become electronic. I mean, there are safety issues involved with this,
right.
But
that's the worry.
Right.
For a lot of folks.
Yeah.
All right. Your forecast is next. Stay with us.
Annual wellness visits are important for healthy living. When you schedule your yearly exam, MCR Health Services is here for you.
With over 25 healthcare centers featuring multiple services and 8 pharmacies, we are here for you. Call or click today.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WindGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WindGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Being the caregiver for someone you love is truly a blessing. But sometimes you can lose a part of yourself. To be your best, for them and for you, it's important to have time to be able to recharge your batteries. When you call Tidewell Hospice, they can give you a chance to do just that. And with the peace of mind of knowing your loved one is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Why wait until the turkey has left you feeling tired? The Black Friday sales event has already started at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Ram trucks are built tough enough to help you conquer whatever the day may throw your way with all the technology and comfort you'd find in a luxury vehicle. Right now, get over 20% off. That's up to $15,000 off a new Ram 1500. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
In a way, as Scott pointed out, this weather today did kind of make you feel like fall.
Not the temperature so much,
but the gloominess.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happens. You know, these Midwestern cities that see a lot of clouds and kind of colorless, opaque Midwestern sky that you normally are associated with winter. Well, it came down here, and it's usually only here for a day or two, and it looks like it'll be gone tomorrow. So things are looking good on that front. And there's another strong cold front, too, by the way, coming our way. It'll be here over the weekend. We'll talk more about that in a bit. We said that we promised you the red tide report. This is the latest as of Friday. You can see those areas in orange. Those are the moderate categories, and the red ones are the high categories. And it looks like we have some of that activity there near New Pass and also near Lido, some moderate and medium levels. That's, again, you can see all that 1 million cells per liter on the high category there. So it's still there. It's not as widespread as it once was about a month ago, but still there as well. Van Weasel webcam showing a lot of clouds around. There they are. It's been kind of a cloudy day today with a few brief showers that have been moving their way through. The evening forecast does call for the clouds, unfortunately, to stick around. So if you didn't get a chance to see the supermoon last night when it was just as big, really, you're going to get a chance tonight, maybe after midnight when the skies begin to clear somewhat. 67-degree temperature expected by 11 o'clock tonight. And as far as that front is concerned, it continues to move southward. It has to get through here in order for skies to clear. And you can still see it's way back here to the north of us, just south of Daytona Beach and stretching south of Ocala, pushing off to the southeast. And still some light rainfall lingering across parts of Manatee County and now into North Sarasota County. You see a brief shower there. The activity moving toward Duet, and it has cleared for the most part northwest, although there's still some sprinkles there near Cortez and some showers just offshore of Anna Maria. Not enough to really water the lawn, but just to get it wet. And also the roads. The roads get a little slick in this situation, so keep that in mind if you're driving around. 71 degrees and cloudy skies. Dew point temperature 59, humidity 66%, light winds, and the pressure holding steady now at 30 inches even. The high today was slightly below average, at 1 degree. 78 the high. The low this morning was 66, and 36 the record low set back in 1968. Now we are going to get possibly in the 40s as early as looks like Monday morning of next week, but no 30s anticipated. Today's rainfall, no rain officially at the airport. There was a trace of rain across parts of the Sun Coast earlier. Temperatures behind the front already starting to drop. Jacksonville at 57, 10 degrees warmer out ahead of it at Orlando at 67, 77 in Miami, and in Key West at 77 degrees. The Gulf of Mexico temperature now 74. Temperatures all pretty much in the low 70s right near the coast and upper 60s well inland. Tomorrow's forecast, we start off in the low 60s, warm up into the mid-70s to upper 70s with partly cloudy skies. A little bit more sunshine tomorrow as the moisture continues to push off to the south and some of this dry air filters in behind the front throughout the day on Tuesday. Well, in the tropics, all is quiet. Checked a little long-range models, a couple of reliable ones indicating something may be popping up down there in the Caribbean, but for the time being, nothing going on there currently. Temperatures 40s and 50s in Detroit, Buffalo, and Toronto, 56 in Omaha, 65 in Wichita, Denver at 68 and 78 now in Dallas. The forecast for boaters shapes up like this. A light chop out there, winds running out of the north at 10 knots, and seas will be right around 2 feet. The water temperature now 74 degrees. Beaches expect to see partly cloudy skies, 76 degree temperature for beaches. Low tide upcoming. Just had it at 6:03, a high at 11:18. Supermoon possible, mostly cloudy skies. Well, the supermoon will be there. We just won't be able to see much of it. Some clearing tomorrow, a partly cloudy skies, 76. The extended forecast calling for, well, there it is, a nice week. And then the weekend, a dry cold front moves through late Saturday, Sunday, cooling things down significantly for those 2 days. Linda?
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll take you back in time and tell you who lived on the shores of Philippi Creek thousands of years ago.
Tonight, transfer of power as the president-elect prepares to take over the White House. Growing questions about who will be part of his cabinet and what will it take to heal and bring a divided America together. Tonight on ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation. And everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts. And 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAD. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.
Compared to the New England area, white settlers were pretty late arriving to this area. The first permanent settler didn't arrive until 1851.
But Native Americans called the Suncoast home many centuries before that. ABC7's Linda Carson joins us now with a place we call home. Linda.
On Saturday, Sarasota County held a dedication ceremony at the Prati Shell Midden at Philippi State Park. Now you can visit and learn for yourself about the people who call this place home thousands of years ago. Follow the path behind Philippi Mansion, and the signs tell you about the people who called this place home centuries ago. This slight hill beside Philippi Creek is actually an ancient Indian midden.
Here, so we're standing on 30 to 50 centimeters, or almost a foot of shell.
The midden was created by the Minnesota people who lived here. They scattered their refuge 80 yards along the edge of the creek and about 30 yards inland.
And what's in that is all the food remains that they ate and all the tools that they used.
Archaeologists believe this midden could date back as far as 2,500 years, but digging the midden up would destroy it, so they're very careful in their research. The new CHAMP program, that stands for Cultural, Heritage, and Management Program, took archaeological samples from the midden in January.
We washed, counted, weighed, separated the pottery from the bones, from the shell, counted and weighed the types of shell, and then we're going to radiocarbon date some of the shells to get a better idea of when people lived here, get a better idea of what people ate.
And to get a better idea of what those people were like. One thing they found, sand-tempered pottery.
Pottery comes in about 4,000 years ago with fiber temper, but this sand-tempered plain pottery comes in about 2,500 years ago.
They also found shell tools.
And this is a great example from this midden. It's a museum quality piece of a gastropod shell cutting edge tool. It was used to chop, pound, hammer.
He says these shells were strong enough to cut out a canoe. Here's another example.
Is what they call a type G hammer. It's made out of a fighting conch, Strombus alatus, and it was hafted and used as a small pecking hammer.
You can see why Indians chose this place thousands of years ago.
Life was probably not too bad. You would have the water here, you would be netting fish, you would have your own canoes.
It was, and still is, a great place to call home. New College, Sarasota County Parks, Recreation, and Natural Resources, the Sarasota County Library, and Historical Resources have all band together to study this area and make sure it's preserved. And what a beautiful place it is.
It is. Thank you, Linda. Have a great evening.